So Emirates Airlines is known for many firsts, and I believe one of the firsts that you had was in-flight mobile phone coverage. Now, we're at the beginning of the mobile phone revolution, and I'd certainly like to thank you, as you saw in Paul's announcement yesterday. I'd like to thank you for selecting Genesis for as part of your mobile strategy.
Thanks, Ethan.
Thank you, Ethan. That one was especially for Ethan. But I'd like to maybe give you the opportunity to talk a little bit more about what you think mobile is going to do for customer experience.
Ooh, gosh. Well, we're absolutely delighted to be working with Genesis in this close collaborative manner, and I think we see the real opportunity behind mobile. We're very excited that we're kind of getting the opportunity to contribute into some of the build, and I think for us, one of the big ambitions that our president has had right from when we began to interact with him at this level was he wanted one telephone number for the customer to be able to call to contact the group, wherever that customer was in the world. And of course he wanted 999 or 911 or something like that, but you know, we just...
They were taken.
They're taken,
yes.
Yeah, somewhere, so we couldn't get it. But when we've been working through some of the opportunities on mobile, we can really see the opportunity for the customer, wherever they are in the world, to punch a button, and then for that technology to route it through to one of our contact centers on our platform, and for the customer not to have to go through the drop-downs, which country am I in, where am I today kind of thing. And we think that that's got great potential for us. And that's just the very beginning. There's a whole opportunity there. Our organization is just at this minute redeveloping its mobile app. It's the first one that not redeveloping, developing the mobile app. It's the first one that we've put in the marketplace. And we're very keen to get it out there. It's coming out in April of next year, and we think this is perfect timing just to begin some of these examples of what we can do to connect the Genesis platform and our mobile app together.
Okay, well, we're looking forward to experiencing that journey with you. Francesco, maybe I could just turn back to you for a moment. In the video at the end, the mobile came in very deliberately as a new channel. Can you talk a little bit about your aspirations around mobile?
Mobile, I think, absolutely is a strategic channel because smartphones are diffusing in the population at light speed. And I think to be successful in that channel means to win every day the challenge of speed. Everything on the mobile must be fast, very simple, and much more than on a personal computer. And this is the challenge. I think we are winning in this moment the challenge because if you are looking for a mobile banking application bought in Android market or in Apple Store, you will find immediately UniCredit as the first because it's one of the most downloaded. And because our applications are made thinking to this, to the comfort of the customer and to the speed. Let me do just an example. If you have to pay a paper bill, the electricity of your home, in our application you have just to look through the camera of the smartphone to the bill. Immediately all the data are catch into the application. You have just to push pay and all is done.
Wow.
This is what I mean for fast, simple, and comfortable. And our ambition is to succeed, to maintain this appreciation in the market, to be first and to improve a large base of users of this channel, because this, at the end of the day, is the precondition to use this channel in the future also to make commercial offers on that.
Okay. Wow.
But first, you must have users.
Yes. Thank you, Francesco. Okay, Richard, thank you. And I'd like to ask you the same question that I asked Francesco at the end. We're here to talk about creating the ultimate customer experience. For you, what one word or phrase sums up the secret to creating the ultimate customer experience?
I'll go with the phrase. I mean, the technology is the enabler for sure, but having the great customer service agents makes the package complete.
Okay, wow, thank you. We just, as a thank you, and maybe to make you feel at home as well, we've got a nice English tea for you. But because you're living now in Dubai, it's served in a traditional Dubai cup. Thank you, Richard McFarlane.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so time for our third guest this morning. I'm delighted to welcome from Istanbul in Turkey. She's the Vice President of the Contact Center for Yapı Kredi Bank. Please welcome Asli Çiftçi.
Hi, Richard.
Good to see you. Please take a seat.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. And just so you can feel a little bit at home, we have a traditional Turkish
Perfect.
tea for you.
Perfect.
Okay. Now, you were saying to me just before about a good luck charm.
Yes. In Turkey, we believe that we are lucky when we are in between two people who has the same name.
Okay.
So today I'm lucky. So before starting, let me make my wish.
Okay. Okay.
You're not gonna ask what I wished?
Oh, okay. So what was your wish then?
Okay, I wish the dream of every girl, the ultimate customer experience.
Well, let's hope we can make that dream come true for you. So as we've been preparing for this and I've been learning more about your organization, one of your corporate goals is to make life easy for your customers. I think it's a great goal. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. First of all, I wish we could help them in their relationship issues so that we make life easier for them, but unfortunately our goal is limited with their financial needs. What this means? This means that Yapı Kredi is organizing its products, its services and its channels to be flexible enough to understand and respond to customer needs. To be more specific for contact center, our customers' expectations heightened towards more timely, more rewarding and targeted interactions. And there are three major problems in contact center experiences. Most of the contact centers leave these problems. First one is easy access problems. This doesn't only mean easy access to the customer service representative, but also easy recognition and authentication.
Okay.
For example, in banking sector, we make our customers enter in long digits of numbers of credit cards or account numbers, and they hate it. And they have rights.
Yes, yes.
And the second group is related with IVRs. They are getting lost in the IVRs, and it takes too much time to choose what you want. And especially in banking sector, we have so many products and services that our IVR is really complicated. And third group of problems is related with first call resolution.
Okay.
When they call us, our customers expect, and they have right, to be very well understood and responded accordingly. And they don't want to call us again, and they have right. And even if they need to call us, they don't want to explain themselves again and again. So we focused our energy on those three groups of problems. And we launched a change program 2 years ago. We worked on our technology, our operations, and our service culture for those 2 years.
Okay, wow. I mean, I'm sure you've come up with many innovative ideas, but one idea that I found particularly interesting was where your customers can go online and personalize their own IVR.
Yes.
The IVR experience that they get. I'm sure you've had some interesting experience with that.
Yes, we have. Actually, this personalization is a part of our IVR solutions. We designed our IVR to be dynamic enough to understand the customer expectations and needs and respond accordingly. What we do is we change our IVR according to customers' segment, group, or specific needs. The differentiation starts as soon as we recognize the customer. For example, if the caller is not a customer, a non-customer or potential customer, what he sees in the IVR is the information related with products. He can apply our products on this IVR, or he can learn the status of his applications. If he is a customer, then the first thing we check is his segment.
Okay.
For example, if he is affluent, we directly route him to our gold agents. He doesn't interact with the IVR. Furthermore, we detect the current status of the customer to understand why he may be calling us.
Okay. Wow.
For example, he may have a new card, but he haven't defined his PIN yet.
Okay.
So the first thing our IVR does is ask him whether he would like to define his PIN. So if the reason of calling is PIN definition, he doesn't need to listen to all the options and enter from the options. So it makes our customers' life easier.
Okay, wow.
Related with your question, whether we have some interesting entrances, we have an interesting customer.
Okay, right.
He is 95 years old.
Okay.
I adore him because he utilizes all our products, all our channels. He is a sophisticated iPad user. He utilizes our mobile banking application.
Wow.
And also he personalized his IVR through web in order to reach our investment services quicker. Wow. So we love him. We personally met him, and we take feedbacks from him.
Wow.
We adore him.
95 years old. Wow.
Yeah.
So what I'm interested then is with these personalizations, can you talk about some of the return you're getting out of that?
Yes. Before talking about return, there's one more solution in our IVR. What we do is we check the business potential of the customer. For example, the customer may have high probability of churn. In this case, we prioritize this customer and route this customer to an agent who has high retention skills.
Okay.
Or this customer may have high propensity to buy. Then we route this customer to an agent who has high selling skills. What we do is we match the propensity to buy with the skills of selling. Then comes returns. We enjoy the returns. For example, 2 years ago, we were turning each 19 contact into a sale.
Okay.
This year, we are turning each 9 contact into a sale.
You've gone from 1 in 19?
Yes.
1 in 9.
9.
Wow.
And also, our average handling time dropped, 19 or 20 seconds, it depends. But it means a lot in terms of resources.
Wow, yes, that's incredible. So one of the themes that we talk about with Create the New Conversation is Remember Me. And I know one of the features that you've deployed is similar to that. It's Recognize Me, where you greet customers through the IVR by name. And how have your customers responded to that?
They love it. What we do is we recognize our customers from their phone numbers. And as soon as we recognize, we welcome them with their names. We know that they loved it because the first week we launched the solution, 50,000 customers applied. The first month it became 190,000, and right now we have 1.7 million customers utilizing this solution.
Wow, wow, my goodness. The Turkish financial market is highly competitive.
Yes.
How does customer experience help you differentiate in that market?
We have 3 major differentiators. The first one is when we are talking about contact center, we should be talking about employees also. Our service culture. We have a dynamic, motivated team, and they are aware that we are not managing just contacts, we are managing customer relationships. The first differentiator is this. The second is our proactive engagement solutions. We call it Yapı Kredi Solution Line. In Yapı Kredi Solution Line, what we did is usually in contact centers, you design customer experience after the customer dial your number.
Okay.
What we did is we detected important moments that the customer needs us. And we extended the moment of truth to the moment of need. What we do is, when we detect that in certain cases the customer needs us, we are proactively calling him to help him. For example, if the customers does not like to take help from self-service channels if they have any trouble in any self-service channel. They would like to have assisted help. When we detect that one of our internet banking customer block his password, we proactively calling them to understand whether he needs help.
Okay.
And we enjoyed the results because after this solution, the increase in the inactivity ratio in internet banking dropped from 5% to 0.9%.
Wow. Wow. So you're moving from a moment of truth to a moment of need. Approach. Yes. Wow, incredible. Now, we're running very short on time now, and I'd maybe just like to ask you then, just as I have the other two guests, we're about creating the ultimate customer experience. For you, what is the one word or phrase that sums up how to create the ultimate customer experience?
For me, when I think about designing customer experience, I think it is like cooking. Two people may have exactly the same ingredients, may target the same dish, but may end up with totally different tastes.
Kind of sounds like my cooking show.
The secret behind this, I guess, the harmony in using these ingredients, how you utilize those ingredients. It's like the same in the customer experience. I know you want one phrase.
Yes.
So after talking too much, for assisted help, the differentiator is employees. For the self-service, the secret is creating intuitive designs.
Intuitive designs, okay. Wow. Ozzy, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So I think really just to finish, I do have one last question really to ask our panelists. And we're a customer service crowd here today, and obviously we know how important customer service is, but it's often the truth in our organisations that the rest of the organisation maybe doesn't quite get it. I get the sense that things are starting to change, and I'd really like to just get your final thoughts on this from each of you. Do you think the rest of your organisation is really starting to get the importance and significance of customer service as it relates to customer experience? Francesco, maybe I could start with you.
Yes, I think we began to understand that there must be a connection along the organization. Just an example, if you want to perform direct sales, for example, through internet, through contact center, what you want, you need also end-to-end process. And when you speak about end-to-end process, that means that you must have a workflow which is crossing the bank outside the multi-channel, going into the back office, the organization, the IT, and so on. So this is clear because we understand that as the market will be virtual, it's necessary also to perform direct sales, and this is one. The second one is the big investment we made in real-time CRM, because obviously when you have this virtual situation, the customer is not a relationship manager or cannot speak with nobody. You must understand where he is, what he wants, what he's going, what he did in the other channel to be coherent. And so I see in this period heavy investment in real-time CRM, and in this moment we are able to phone back to a customer who looked to a banner in the internet after 5 minutes, and or to avoid to offer the same thing along all the multiple channels, or to change the reaction on a channel because in another touch point the customer was interested on a product, so on the other side you not raise but you say thank you, and so on.
Okay.
I see this. Obviously is a long way to do, but the important is that I'm confident the organization is understanding.
Okay, wow. Okay, Richard, do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think so. I think what we've seen over the last couple of months is a change within the Emirates Group. We have multiple smaller independent contact centres. Apparently we lose luggage sometimes, and
Really?
the leaders of those kind of business units, luggage, hotel accommodation requests, numbers of different elements within the business have all been knocking on the door and asking how can they get onto the platform.
Wow.
How can they get involved? They can see that we're not just a voice channel, but we're opening up significantly other channels very quickly.
Wow.
And they're desperate to get on board. So we're having to work through a whole new engagement model because they get only not just the licensing and the software and the global reach, but they also get the professional services, resource planning teams, and scheduling and forecasting and everything like that. So,
Okay, wow.
I don't know how we're going to model it yet, but
You're going to be a busy guy, I can tell.
Yeah. So, yes.
Asli, perhaps some final thoughts from you on that?
Sure. I think the hard selling times are over. And everybody is aware of it. Our bank is aware of it. Because everybody is digging to find opportunities to turn services into sales. So the customers want that they are served and then there comes sales. One of the most important signs in our bank, according to this trend, is as contact center, we are giving consultancy to our branches how to turn sales moments into service moments into sales.
Okay.
So the organizations are changing.
Wow. Okay. Thank you very much. So, just I guess as we close, did we make your wish come true?
Yes. Actually, I would like to thank you because I felt like at home with my tea, and also I felt like as a celebrity. So it was a perfect customer experience. Thank you.
Excellent. Okay, so we set ourselves the challenge of figuring out what it takes to create the ultimate customer experience, and I hope what you've heard here today has given you some great insight into what that means, what it takes. I'd just like to ask you one last time to show your appreciation for our three fantastic guests.